What it is, y'all, what's up? I am Corrosive and I'm back at it with another Adventure Time. Let's go. Originally, I was gonna do a League of Legends video, but I played League today and I won 2 games and I lost one and I deranked playing autofill. So I generally said fuck that because in my mind, that's kind of actually extremely lame. I carry in every position. I just want you to y'all to know. League of Legends is not a hard game at all. It's just the people that they queue you with are either retarded or like the other team is just stacked with people who know more. Like they have, let's say, 5 carries and you only have yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you know what to do. Everyone does. And so you're just kind of like having to play everything, and it's not fun unless you know your sport, and then it kind of works out if you roam. But anyway, yeah, League of Legends been ruthlessly fucking me over, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to roam. So basically, in this backlog of, man, I don't even know what this game is called. It's Skyrim, because this is based off Skyrim. I literally lost in the wood. You saw me. I found a lady on a horse. And I was like, well, this is a story all about how I got lost in a forest and found a lady on a horse. But then I got jumped by a tiger. I wish there was kind of more because that guy kind of died a little slow or too quickly. So now I wanted to fight more. But now I'm stuck in this forest trying to find out how to even have fun in this game. I don't know how. So I'm really just trying to see if these Skyrim people will just stand the fuck up and tell me why the fuck they even... Is this even a good version of Skyrim? What is the best version of Skyrim? I'm genuinely curious. But after, or at the end of this kind of elongated walking session, I decided to like join a guild. I'll leave it to be a little bit more ambiguous near the end when I get there. But this walk was kind of more of like this is kind of what I like to do in this game. Obviously, I'm like Tally. I get lost, I get high, and I get kind of lost. But look, I found like this little shrine in the lake, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. It was really fucking cool. Like, why is that there? And it does absolutely nothing. It doesn't lead to like no secret boss. It doesn't lead to like no awesome battle. Where I'm like, damn, the shrine was pretty lit. Now I'm fighting a lion, so I'm like, wow. Why are all the lions kind of got like shit? You think lions are like cat people would have like names and shit? But they just don't. They just don't. I'm not gonna question it.
It's a fight you want? It's a fight you get!
I'm also kind of curious. I do have more spells, right? I'm thinking about switching them out because the fireball is kind of being a little stale. I've leveled up the fireball like once or twice, but again, I have this weird nagging feeling in the back of my head, like, why am I leveling up fire spells and not getting more fire spells? How many times do I have to level up the fireball to get more fire shit? Or is it just like you just get a fireball spell and that's it? You know what I mean? Like, what actually is going on right now, you know? I'm thinking partially I gotta join the wizard school and become a mage forever and do like tasks for them just to get like cool spells. I be fighting necromancers and shit, and I can't even get the necromancer spell off them. And I'm in their salad, I'm in their base. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no secret tomes for me, like this. You know what I'm saying? To hijack and shit. I don't even care if it's like the same goddamn spell. It's like death touch, you drain people. I don't care. Like, let me get that spell like 50 times. I'll just sell the 49 that I don't need. You know? I don't know. Yeah, you know, like, I'm trying to refrain from crashing out on this because I generally thought Skyrim would be a little bit more free roaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can just walk around and like kind of just like find shit to do and like fight cool shit. But again, I haven't found hide no hair of any dragons, and that kind of pisses me off. No crazy leviathans to really be seen. No real bosses, to be honest, either. And that's kind of like the thing. Like, do I have to get to end game level shit to like find and fight the first boss and only boss in the game that's like has multiple health bars and it's like, you know what I'm saying, shaking the ground as it roars and all this stuff, and like you finally feel like, oh my god, like this is like some crazy fucking dude, and I have to use my brain to like actually figure out how to beat him and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like even in these fights, it's just kind of, as you guys can see, back away and shoot. Like, there's no real reason to like, unless you're you're a sword freak, which I am. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no incentive to really like. There's no sword techniques. Okay, there's no like cool like sword swing move where I'm shooting like wind slashes with my sword, like elemental, like I'm literally coating my sword in fire now, and I'm attacking it. And like, I thought that was a part of Skyrim as well, but like, you know, if I have to like join the Wizard Guild to get all the cool magic sword shit, like, I don't know, it seems kind of like an L. I found like a flail or some shit, like a hammer or some shit, with like an attribute to it, but I'm not gonna put that on. That's not my MO, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you, okay, weird shit, right? But we in a video game and I'm killing people, right? You a murderer, right? And your weapon of choice is a knife, right? You're not gonna pick up a hammer and start beating people over the head with a hammer. That's not your MO. I know it's a weird like thing to say, like you like magic. So the way you're gonna kill people in the video game is by shooting a fireball, right? You're not gonna pick up an arrow and be like, I'm not gonna shoot you with a bow. That's not your MO. Like what's up? You know, what's y'all? By hammer people, I know you're gonna be like, it does damage, but it's slow. I parry you once and you're probably gonna get poked up. But again, like, suffice it to say, that guy got sliced up and he didn't survive very long. But yeah, yeah, I'm literally just out here. So yeah, you know, I'm just in another base in another place trying to figure out, you know, how I can make this base mine. I'm genuinely upset that I cannot find a place to just put all the shit that I find. And I'm thinking of Dragon's Dogma, where I could they just in the tutorial phase, they were just like, hey man, here's a house. This is how you find a house. This is where you buy a house. And then you're like, okay, I'll just remember that. I feel like in this game, though there is no tutorial, and that's like the shining star of this game. I do not like tutorials, especially if you're like a veteran gamer. I feel like tutorials are kind of unnecessary. But in this game in particular, maybe a tutorial that's okay. This is where you can put all your stuff with you and because again, I played a lot of Fallout. I didn't play any of the other ones. I played 4. And I don't like being over encumbered. And yeah, I play Ark, right? And I just don't like being over encumbered, right? Like that whole mechanic and having to figure out how to play while being a fat boy is just like, it's scary, man. Like you can't run as fast. Your stamina's gone. You're like, fuck. I should have ate those potatoes before burgers. Out here. You got the only sweats, but you didn't eat it, bro. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? And then you roll and you're just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get up, you're heavy panting and shit. You're like, bro, I'm still getting shot in the ass, man. And your ass is the size of your bar. Like, it's not cool, man. And it's kind of reason why I like to drop my shit in places, so I'm not like a fat beluga whale. And people are like, he's fat rolling, shoot him. Like, and again, like, I guess it doesn't matter in this game in particular because you're just fighting bots. Like, it's not hard to outsmart a fucking AI, but when you're playing against actual people, or like in Fallout where shit, like, I feel like in Fallout, no matter what level you are, if everything is just kind of like in a group, or you're finding stuff in like a nest of shit, and if you fuck up too much walking into the nest or walking in the center of the nest, you're basically fucked. Unless you have like, you know, you brought your food, you brought like some sort of I call it crab meat because I like to kill all of the mutated crabs and I cook that food up. I can't remember what it's called, but I call it crab meat. And then I stock up on my crab meat, and I'm just like, all right, I'm getting low. Hopefully my radiation don't fuck me over, or I go radiation build, because why the fuck not? Get the extra crit or the extra damage off of radiation. I'm not trying to be a normal guy in the apocalypse, you know what I'm saying? And okay, so when people play games, I get it. They only want to talk about like the game they're playing, but this game here reminds me of so many other games like it, and they're just like, I don't know, they do it well. And don't get me wrong, I love the heal mechanic in this game, I love the magic aspect, but like in my opinion, and again, I'm like level 4 or 5 in this game. I don't even know if I'm like high, because there's just so many things you have to level up just to get your main level up, which is, again, interesting to me. But again, like when it's just so like aimless, you kind of just do what you want. And
you elves are all the same.
In this game in particular, you really do find guidance through talking to people in the towns and shit like that, helping out town people and shit. For me, again, I'm kind of just a roamer. I don't really stick in towns for too long. I just try to sell shit. And the town that I have my house in, that's the town I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like stick around, figure out what the fuck you all need, because that's my spot for real, right? But again, in the game where you don't really have a spot, it's just kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know, what's going on? And you gotta join guilds and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, it gets weird for me because, like, I don't know. I guess this is my fault because I'm always an online gamer, right? I've always played like online games like RuneScape, like League of Legends. Like my fighting games are always competitive, shit like that, are online. I think of guilds as like those spots where you go and you just meet people who are trying to do shit. You know, even in Where the Winds Meet, you know what I'm saying? You join a guild and it's full of a bunch of other players that are trying to do shit, and that's where I genuinely just start asking questions. Like, I'm normally the questions guy. Like, hey, what the fuck is this? Like, what do I use this for? I found this dragon tier. What the fuck is this? Like, some people will be like, oh, that's rare as fuck. This is what you do with it. Or they'll be like, no, this is kind of some mid tier stuff. Like, you know, or they're like, you know, help me with shit. Like, again, with quests or like with missions and shit like that. But in this game, you join a guild and it's just like, okay, do this, and then you're done. And then you gotta go find a guy in a place you don't really know where it is, and then kind of like just walk around the town trying to find the dude. And it's just like, why isn't he at the place I met him at? Like, I don't know. I just, don't get me wrong, the scavenger hunt's cool, but I don't know. I don't like too many scavenger hunts, man. I don't know.
You're an anvil.
All right, so I managed to get out of that castle and I wandered into a town for the first time.
He
Oh
runs
my God,
Low's
I
quality
enjoyed the
merchandise
fighting.
here in Anvil.
I was gonna show you guys
He's been having
my
problems
whole
with
two
break-ins,
fighting
though,
skill
and he's
quest,
hired us
but
to put a stop
I
to
did
it.
not record the first one, so I was like, darn it. Well,
Take
shit,
care of
I am
Wells.
going
He
to
needs the
now
help.
show you guys my second one. And my second one was basically,
Greetings! Welcome to Lel's Quality Merchandise. We have a wide range of goods to suit your needs.
this unlucky fucko, he is
I am Norbert
rated.
Lels. How may I help you?
Oh, maybe he'll tell us. I don't know why.
I've lost a great deal of merchandise over the last few months. I keep replacing it, but they keep stealing it. New locks on the doors be damned. They always come at night after I've gone to bed. Maybe a mage transports them inside. You can just stay in the shop overnight. Good luck.
Bye.
I'm going to wait at the flowing
Let
bowl
me
until
stay
this
in
mess
this
is
spot
settled.
That's getting your
I know
eyes,
I
and
can
I'm just
trust
thinking
you to keep
myself,
the place safe.
If I'm just a lazy fucko and I don't actually want to deal with the people robbing this spot,
Good
I
day.
could just rob his whole spot and leave. But again, I don't know what it is. When I first play a game, I try to be as like non-douchebaggy to the good people as possible. He's already getting robbed. He's probably losing a lot of money. I don't want to rob him again. Now, if he was like a bad guy and this guy's like selling elf ears and like pixie wings and shit, then I might steal a couple of things. Because what are pixie wings used for? Potions of some kind, or is it like a enchantment for a weapon or some shit. You know what I'm saying? He got dragon tears everywhere, and I'm like, I could use 2 of these. You know what I'm saying?
Where are you?
Really interesting like stuff. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's kind of like what I'm looking for. Oh dang, I gotta level up off being stabbed. That's crazy.
Where are you?
Don't worry about it, I guess. My eyes play
Yeah,
tricks
you know,
on
like
me.
that's kind of like the stuff I'm really looking for. Like there's some cool aspects. Like I fought a couple of bandits that go over there. I thought that was
Not the best you could do. You're pathetic.
yeah, sliced up, getting diced up. But you know what? It's okay. 'Cause I got potions. I got a lot of freaking potions, bro. And because I be going out killing stuff, I got hearts too. And like I didn't know you could eat hearts and they give you health. And that's kind of like the cool part. You eat the heart, it makes you stronger. Makes me wanna figure out. It's like vampires.
You're
I be
pathetic.
finding a lot of strange stuff, and it doesn't lead to anything. Why? You know. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting jumped like crazy. But you know what? Y'all see me running around. I'm not being lazy. You know, trying to shoot that hot fire at their forehead, trying to make their brains melt while I'm trying to stay alive. Staying alive. And every time I get hit, I'm kind of like, I need to stay alive. So, you know, you see me out here chugging this shit like I'm a fucking alcoholic. I'm getting nervous in this bit because you know what? I'm bleeding. And you know, I'm trying my best not to die. Their health is pretty high up, but you know, when the moon falls, it was a ghost. I did not care about the ghost. I'm literally just trying to kill the guys that are trying to be happy. And it's getting a little tricky, it's getting a little nasty, but you know what? I'm holding it down. Gangster style, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to jump me, but y'all are in no straight line. But who's trying to cut the line? I'm also getting stabbed in the back. Like he just dropped like a bag of hot potatoes. So damn, that I walked on the edge of the stairs there and it's gonna mess me up. Now it's a 1v1 sword fight. I am pretty confident in my slashy skills, and I am the man. I am wearing a full set of armor, and yes, it might be broken, but I don't care. It is probably keeping me alive, or it's probably not. I don't know, and I don't care. This guy's wearing his hide, but you know what? His hide is let me play it off and boom, he's done. And and I sat him down too. That's crazy. Yeah, now I get to collect all the goodies from all these dead dudes. And this is where I go back to where I keep all of the goodies that I have looted from the dead bodies. I feel like Jake, after there's this one episode of Adventure Time where they were helping solve a mystery of a princess murder, and Jake was just kind of like looting the dead bodies that they were digging up. And yeah, I'm instead of digging up dead bodies, I'm just kind of digging holes for dead bodies. And yeah, I'm taking what they have because they don't need it now. So yeah, you know, kind of contemplating, should I steal the stuff? Am I gonna get enough money to make me feel happy about, you know what I'm saying, what I just went through? I just spent a lot of potions and I'm still alive. So how much money will I get? Let's find out. Well, I have to go back outside, and then I found this skedaddle,
I'm listening.
quick little
Please,
skedaddle.
go ahead.
I'm kind of confused because they're not really hitting each other.
Son of Julianos and Mohita Tona, Queen of Akav.
See, and this is the crazy part.
Leave me
You're in a
alone.
fight. You're in a fight, right? And you're not gonna tell me why you're in a fight with the dude. And it's not even like they're connecting for real. They're just kind of just like, you know what I'm saying? And then the conversation broke the AI, and I'm like, damn it, I wanted to see who the winner was. So I just
Welcome to the Flowing Bowl. I'm Mainlorn.
I gotta find that dude.
He runs Lel's Quality Merchandise.
Not a bad sort. You can usually find him in his store.
And see, this is what I was talking about earlier.
Take care.
Now I gotta go through the Where's Waldo and
Greetings,
find
Denver.
Waldo. And I'm like, man, I don't know where Waldo is. Y'all don't tell me where Waldo is. You just tell me Waldo's in the city. Well, the city's kind of actually large. Like it's gigante to me. And again, I get this. My Zoro syndrome starts kicking in, and then I turn into Talia. What am I here doing again? And then all of a sudden I'm outside of the city. I'm looking for freaking Pegasi and fucking Krakens to kill, because I think Krakens, if you eat a Kraken, it probably would taste really freaking good. What's a Kraken? A giant freaking octopus. Do you like calamari? I love calamari, okay? So
Damn.
trying to figure out where this dude is so I can turn in the quest, let him know his fight is.
Were you able to take care of my problem with break-ins?
Yes, man, they're all dead.
You've gotten them? Wonderful. But their names are familiar to me.
I don't know.
All of those men have worked for me. Amazing. I even trusted them to open up the shop in the mornings. I can't imagine what turned them to a life of crime.
Robbed him.
Sad.
Or maybe
Well,
he's
here's your
just that
payment.
rich.
Goodbye.
Man, the problem with it. Anyway, this has been a dose of corrosive, and it's been a good one. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.